Hey, everybody. Back again. I think today's going to be a big problem, honestly. I'm going to have to do vanadium up in the North Factory, and I don't understand vanadium. So it's going to be a lot of just sitting around, just staring at it. But first, we got some chores. All right, let's go, everybody. It's time to go fix the biocrud venting up at the manure bacteria. It's this thing. Because this is getting into a cycle where it's rotting because it can't get the biocrud out. Can't get the biocrud out. Can't get the biocrud out. So I guess we just need more of these. Maybe even one. Oh, don't do that, guy. Don't be like that. So something like this. And this will be a little bit better. Man, how am I utterly wrecked on... This guy's trying to vent, and he can't because he tries to vent directly onto the same... well, this is kind of terrible, isn't it? It's trying to... Yeah, and it'll tick forward here with the agar, but until the agar runs out completely, this one will never run. So this is just kind of a terrible design, right? This guy's got the same problem. Oh, this guy's finally venting. So maybe we've broken the cycle a little bit right here. Maybe it's still a trash design and I should feel bad. Maybe all these guys should be copied and pasted. I don't know. I'm unsure. Because the agar keeps coming down and it keeps not being used because there's not enough manure, and that is slow. I don't know. Okay, checked off. I fixed the thing, right? I need to go get more vessels. Also, breaking biofluid news. I believe I fixed the last, second to last biofluid graphical problem. See how that's joined real nice now? It looks pretty nice. And right there it joins real nice. And together it joins real nice. I did that. I finally fixed it. It looked like trash, and I made it look not like trash. So there's only one more thing I have to do for my little biofluid rework. I'm kind of happy with how the numbers work right now, in that the system actually performs. There's an argument to be made that it is performing too well and could be scaled back a little bit, or better yet, the fluid maximums for chests should be tied to technology level. And so it starts at 20K, which is fine, and then goes up to 40K when you get Chorlock, the next level, Huzus, and then up to 100K at Chorlocks. So there's an argument to be made for that, but that feels too complicated for me right now. And let's opportunistically just kind of reload right here. So in a few days, I will turn in my work, and then maybe it will make it into the next patch, and then everyone will be able to tell me about it. Now, the good news here is everyone will have a better biofluid network. The bad news is I think I kind of own the biofluid network now. He who can is called to do much. So there's probably going to be changes wanted, and then I'm going to have to be the one to do that. I've managed to do everything so far without actually touching any of the graphics themselves, just working with whatever the last artist did, which is the way it has to be, unless I want to redo the graphics entirely, and I do not. I mean, I'm semi-capable of doing that, but I don't want to. No friends. Let's not. All right, there we go. We got our vessels. Now we have to have a long conversation about vanadium. In fact, we're going to have that conversation down south once I drop this stuff off. Then we're going to go grab some buildings, and we're going to head south. Here, take all this. All right, vanadium, part the second. Vanadium. I know there's some precursors I'm going to have to make. I have to go get, like, methane right here. Ironically, this, exactly, I have to go get that. So all this is already done. We can go look at it. So now we need agits, more agits, a whole lot of agits, pressure pumps, filters, evaps, mixes, and a hydrocyclone. Of those, I think the only thing I don't have... Oh, I even have a hydrocyclone. Need some more agits, though. And then filter, mixer. All right, we have enough to just start talking about what has to happen. And to do this, it's so complicated, I actually want an example in front of me. Because I looked at the vanadium processing line again off camera last night, and it was like, it started to make a little more sense, but it was the crazy kind of sense, you know? Where I was, proceeding half on intuition. And that's fun, but unreliable long term. Is this slowing down? Or am I just so not used to seeing... Here, what's the button? No, we're still at 60 FPS. I'm just so not used to seeing yellow belt. It looks like it's going in slow motion. And it's like, why? Why? Is my computer lagging? What's going on? Have they come to take the gigahertz away again? All right, here we are. Vanadium. We set this up once. 600 hours ago. And we have never once looked at it since. Now, I believe now we're going to need vanabins. We're going to need to do the arthropod blood to vanabin step. This has to happen. And I really don't want this being the entire block up north, because it takes half a gigawatt for to run one Mach 2 centrifuge. So anyway, so what you do is you come down to here, right? And then this goes here, I think. We get vanadium pulp 3, and now instead of doing that, we pressurize it. And then after we pressurize it, we put it into a filter with activated carbon. Okay, that I can look at. Let's take a look at the alternate world here, friends. We'll start up. Okay, we'll start up here. Pressurize the vanadium pulp, please. And then we need to filter that into purified titanium. Where would you be? You're not here. You're a different sort of creature, aren't you? It's vanadate. That's what we want. So we make vanadates. And this, most importantly, is where the runoff from aluminum processing comes in. So from vanadates, we then go on a journey into a mixer, and there's a side product here, right? So mixer 1 right here, where you make like colored droplet, vanadium concentrate. And for this, we need vanadium solution. But hold on, hold that thought. Vanadium concentrate then goes into another mixer to make organic vanadates. So you go right there, and you're making organic vanadates, and then just play this forward to the end. You go into the hydrocyclone. Yeah, the arrows around the V. That's right. And with strip solution, you make the pregnant acid solution. Right there. And then that goes 20 sodium chlorate. Oh my God, that's a lot. In agit. And then we're world of agits, right? That's 4. We did 1, 2, 3 right here, and now here we are at 4, several days later. It throws off a little pentoxide, but a lot of stage 4, and then that goes into another agate, right? And that is stage 5, and then stage 5 is in another agate, right? And that is to precipitate. And the precipitate goes into an evap. All right, so this is very involved, especially if we're going to be doing this at scale. It's right there, right? All right, so this is where the vanadium pentoxide comes in. And this is the entire reason we're doing all this. Congrats. Now we have to take some side journeys. Because right here, we need the vanadium solution in. See, it needs 100 vanadium solution, and the next step spits out 100 vanadium solution. But from whence do we get this vanadium solution? You evaporate it from blue liquor. So, okay. So right here, put that right here. All right, so blue liquor comes in, and then it puts out the red stuff, but we only need it it's a carrier fluid for this reaction. So it just is kind of a complicating factor, which means we can just ignore the red stuff here and here. It doesn't exist. We need industrial solvent, and that's can be made. It might even need to be made on site. Where's industrial solvent? No, industrial solvent needs to be made in the factory. So this has to be made. Here, where's my notes? Where are my good notes? We have to start writing things down. We need to make industrial solvent. We need to make acid strip solution. And we'll just look through and see what else. But this is already not the great. Anyway, next. What we need to do... we got distracted. It's industrial solvent, peroxide we got. So I kind of wonder if we should make this in the factory, right? No. And then we make vanadium concentrate, but it's only made in one thing. But it would be made so much better inside the factory. It would save on shipping stuff out. But anyway, we have to deal with used solvent then. And used solvent, this is good actually. It goes into a centrifuge. All right, and then another evap. So here, let's lay this out again. Mr. Evap, you are going to, this vents used solvent to ash, and ash has its own way of doing. So this is good because it means, I don't have any centrifuges on me. Oh no, my little model will be incomplete. That's fine, I'll live. All right, so centrifuge right here. We'll take the used solvent, and because we have, this can jam, right? Because if it jams, it will overflow the used solvent to here. And so this can be treated as primary production of both of these substances, which is great because that's a lot of organic solvent. So this has to be piped back as primary production to wherever this happens. So maybe I bring used solvent back. No, we need the blue liquor on site, so we bring the orgo solvent back. We're going to need an orgo solvent line anyway because of rare earth processing, which will happen later. So we might as well just institute that somewhere. Anyway, I am getting off topic. So we make blue liquor here, and we have to do a little balance, right? So the solvent right here. Use solvent. It comes out of this step. And this is industrial solvent in with peroxide, used solvent out. It makes 300 used solvent. And we have to figure out how much blue liquor this represents. So, looks like none, right? because the vanadium solution is a carrier fluid, right? So it's right here. All right, vanidates. This is the input, vanidates. So this is 100 vanadium concentrate. That's the greenish drop. And if we come up here, we make the greenish drop. 100 vanadium concentrate is 300 used solvent, comes with it. So if you look here, the balance is 300 used solvent to 200 vanidates. So we have to ask ourselves, when we reprocess the solvent to make more vanidates, do we end up with more or less? And physics really requires there to be less. So right here, so we have to go all the way back through. All right, so we make 300 used solvent. And then that, not here, but here. Where is it actually? Is it in an evap? Did I not put an example of this down? Centrifuge, don't have it. All right, so 300 will turn into, oh no, it's math. So it's 25 per 100. So math. I'll do it. Fine. 300 divided by 500 times 250. The number I was struggling to come up with is 150. We will get 150 blue liquor out of burning 200 vanidates. Right here. 200 vanidates, we get 150 blue liquor back. Okay, so we go over here and we make the blue liquor here, and then it gets tossed in here, and it's 1-to-1. It's just a pass-through. 20 in, 20 out. So we end up with 150 vanadium pulp stage 1, and then here we end up with half as much. So now we're at 75 vanadium pulp stage 2, and then we come here, and this is yet another halving step. So we're going to call this what? 37 vanadium pulp stage 3. We want to, and this takes stage 3. Yeah, so with 37 in, and then we come here, and it's a half again. So that's 18 vanidates we get out. Okay, so through the recycling loop, maybe 17 vanidates. You know what I mean? It's not a lot. The point is, we spend 200, and then by doing a recycling loop, we reclaim 17 of them. Like, that doesn't seem like it's worth it at all. I mean, the organic solvent coming back is nice. Yeah, maybe. All right, so what we're seeing here, this is it. This is what we got. So because our rebate is only 17, this is an extension on this instead of a replacement for this. So vanadium processing is going to be quite intense, I think. And it has to start with centrifuges, which means I should probably make EVA. Like, I need coal bed gas too, because like right here, and we're just researching it right now. And what do you need to be made? It's just stuff I got. So maybe we do EVA right now. We do EVA, industrial solvent, strip solution. EVA will make me the centrifuges. And then we have to set this. I mean, the big decision I have to make is how many centrifuges I want to set up in the first tier, because that will determine throughput of everything. But the thing is, I really, really don't want to set up an entire block of centrifuges, because that's going to be like 30 of them. And each one, that's 15 gigawatts when that's running. So maybe I don't know. I set it up and then just have blank spots for most of them. And then, let's just look at this, since we have an example in front of us. So yeah, you make 100 vanabins, right? And then this makes at 20 a second. And this consumes, oh, it's 12 a second already. Mark ones. Great. And you consume amazing amounts of tailings dust. So maybe I do this a little opposite as normal. So this is a faster step than this step. So I don't want to put an entire block of this, just to have a block and a half of these guys. Are you fast or are you slow? This produces blue liquor at 40 a second. And these, again, so this step 1 is faster than step 2. Step 2 is faster than step 3. Yeah. And then step 4 here is faster than step 1. And step 5 is as fast as step 4. And then this is twice as slow, half as fast. So then we're getting into the realm of getting slower and slower. So the fastest step right here is this step. So I probably designed this backwards, right? I put in this guy. This will get an entire block. In fact, it'll probably be this entire block. No, excuse me. This block will be the agitators for this step. This entire block. And then I'll calculate back how many of the thickeners I need, and it'll go here, and I'll calculate back how many of the centrifuges I need. All right, so step 1, step 2, step 3, and then we'll start piling them up, and then I'll have problems because I'm going to run out of space before the end. But this is still a good and necessary plan. I also want to use these. I want to hook this stuff up. Anyway, I think I have a plan. Vanadium Pulp Stage 1 will get its own park to play in. We're probably going to get to that tomorrow, right? Because we have a lot of precursor work to do today, especially if we're going to make EVA. All right, so here we are, 22 minutes in, and I have done nothing but plan and reason. No one's here to listen to me reason. They're here to listen to me scream and run around and go, oh my God, why is everything wrong? I'm just not giving the audience what they want. All right, so shifting gears. We need two kinds of solvents. We need Industrial Solvent, which is used for many things. I think this gets its own tank. Well, I'm never going to do that. Yeah. Maybe. I don't think I'm ever going to be doing this. Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of this. The only question is, do I do this in... No, I shouldn't do this in the factory because the vanadium solution is a carrier fluid and I don't want to constantly bring it back. So this does get done on site in the vanadium line. Uh-oh, sneezing. Oh, I made it. Okay, made it. We're going to have to get industrial solvent out there for kimberlite anyway, so yeah. Maybe even drag a line out there for industrial solvent if we're using it for two things, and probably even more because it's from plutonium reprocessing. And then lastly, this. I don't remember this at all. I don't remember that at all. All right, so we have to make industrial solvent. We have to make acid strip solution right there. You only have a little... I don't even know what to think about this. Where do you come from? Gallium oxide. It's extended rare earth. It's extended universe rare earth processing. Got it. Got it. All right, so, and then Purex raffinate. No idea what that is. No idea what kind of substance that is, because I know I can't trust the fact it's a drop. Probably doesn't even have a 3 on it in real life. And then vanadium processing. So I guess we do that. And then star of the show today, we're going to be doing you first because I need centrifuges in enormous amounts. EVA. All right, so do I have ethylene? Like, I would make it out of methane and iron oxide, which strongly implies I hit it right in here. Is that ethylene I see? Is that you? Yeah, okay, we do have ethylene. All right, great. EVA. So we have that. Now we need vinyl acetate. We also have to make this. I should probably go do that right now. Here, I'll let it flash to remind me. I wonder if I make this at all. I might have to extend the mall today. Everything's all at once. Everything all the time all at once. So vinyl acetate comes from processed fatty acids, which I would be scared of, except I know I have artificial oleochemicals. So it looks like I'm making fatty acids today. Here, I gotta do this. Vinyl acetate, and then you need processed fatty acids, which needs fatty acids, which we can do because we have artificial oleochemicals thanks to the Renea plantation. All right, good. This is and remains a purely vegan factory. So fatty acids straight into acetic acid. Do I have acetic acid? Looks like something I'd make. All right, let's put that down as a question mark. Acetic acid. All right, and that will make vinyl acetate. What is processed fatty acids for? Here, let's go back and just walk the entire path. We need to make fatty acids right here. Okay, right here, make them. And you get made in a lot of stuff. I think this is going to just stay on the Gorbachev network, the biofluid network for now. Oh, organic acid anhydride. I remember you. We can make this now. So we're just charging up on Chem Sci up here for whenever I want to actually do that. But anyway, don't look at that. It's not real. So we get the fatty acids. We make processed fatty acids. And that's used in exactly one thing. So processed fatty acids only go into vinyl acetate. So they can be done at the same time. They should be done. And then that never makes it onto the biofluid network in any way. Unless, no. The barrels of it also not used. So good. And then we will have vinyl acetate. Vinyl acetate's good for two things. Bio ore and EVA. So this is a dweller of the biofluid network and doesn't get tanks. So I think the only thing that's missing here is, do I make acetic acid? And I'm pretty sure I do, right? Past me did this, right? Is that it? No, that's anthraquinone. I'm trying to look at the drops and know. But apparently that's not how it goes, right? Acetic. Oh, right there? No, it's acetylene. But right over there is acetic acid. Okay, gotcha. All right, so we do have it. All right, so I guess looks like we're using this block right here. And we're going to make fatty acids and then processed fatty acids. And then vinyl acetate, and then we'll make EVA somewhere, and then we'll we'll put that on the sushi belt, and then that will make the centrifuges for me. All right, so another thing we have to consider: coal bed, right there. We have to set this guy up. So let's just leave that flash until this is done. I think I saw it over here. Yeah, exactly right here. I'm very good at my job. Coal bed. There you go. All right, so I'm going to need these, right? So you've got your prerequisite right there. So you're going to need mining drills and a VAPS. So those are special. No, don't do that. Mining drill. Request that. Quantity 50 and evap. There we go. And you only need yellow ones, right? Which is kind of weird. I would expect it to use red ones. But whatever. Okay, so that's complete. And I will have this ready because I need coal gas. Coal gas? No, I need coal bed gas, which is different from coal gas because I need that to make vanadium pulp. So I'm going to have to make a installation for this. And coal bed gas comes from one place, and that's right here, right? Can I do all of these? I guess this is the best recipe, right? Takes a lot of oxygen. I might have to put down more oxygen generators. Yeah, I don't know. So we're probably going to be doing this. And that's probably the most bang for the buck. But to do that, we need coal bed extractor, and that's coming. Okay, good. Glad I researched that. It was totally planned, 100%. Researched Nextlit powered accumulators. These are critical to the function of the factory. All right, so you're just going to wait, and you're going to get your stuff. And then I'll be ready for that. Next up, probably should have gotten all my when I was making my plans, I probably should have been collecting my buildings as well. All right, so we need to make fatty acids. Fatty acid. That is right here. Fatty acid is made in an olefin plant. And then fatty acid that with a P on it, you're in a scrubber, not a wet scrubber. Even though everything involved is fluid, this is not a wet scrubber. We need vinyl acetate, and that's in a fluid sep. And then finally, we need to make EVA, which is right here in a filter. Okay. And then vinyl acetate is used in exactly one thing, and that is... Oh, no. No. That has to get in the bio and fluid network, too. All right, then we need industrial solvent. Right there. And that's another mixer. And acid strip. Do you get made on site? No. That's a methanol reactor. Okay. So filters I got, right? Filters I got. Fluid seps have just the coolest icon. So you come with me. Scrubber, not a wet scrubber. Do not get it twisted. It is just a scrubber. All right, we don't need quite so many. Now an olefin plant, which is... I don't know what category it falls under. Is it over here? Where do we get olefin plants? It is in coal processing. All right, it's where everything is. Got it. That isn't it. That's a rectisol, which is a... Do we not make olefin plant? No, is that right there? No, it's a tar processing unit. I don't... We need methanol reactors. No olefin plants. No olefin plants. What is this? What's this? What's this? It's just not made? Do you require EVA? We have no electrolyzer Mark 1s supplied. Okay, this is a solvable problem. So right there, we need to get electrolyzer Mark 1s into the system. I guess it's just not offered, which is weird. Speaking of weird, wasn't it right here? Yeah, right here. We do not, in fact, offer Mark 1s. That is interesting. Okay, right there. See, then they get taken away. Okay. That was a mistake on my part. And so, olefin plant right here. That's a biofact. All look same. All look same. One up. It's at the top of the line. All right, right here. Now we're finally making olefin plants, and there's an olefin plant. So I guess there is my example. And we have to wait now. Okay, that's fine. So, I guess I start with industrial solvent, right? Only I ran off excitedly before I could get another stack of mixers. Oh, man. Okay. All right. So, put some of you guys back. That's enough right there. I have some windmills on me. I need some mixers. And I finally have to play some Factorio. Because all I've been doing is just planning. Planning is the worst. All right, let's go. Let's go do this. Do I do industrial solvent somewhere slightly different? Because I believe this is the proper square for EVA precursors. So I guess I just do that, and we're going to go next door instead. All right, that's a fine idea. Great plan, everybody. Glad we had this meeting. So right here, and then a big V, right there. Right there, and a big V. Is that a tree? Is that a tree? It is a tree. There we go. Perfect. Flawless and superlative. So right here, industrial solvent time. Let's do this. Mixer on the field. Mixer right here. Tell me a story of industrial solvent. You are a liquid-liquid transformation, which means we almost certainly are going to have a single line here. We need syngas and organic solvent. Can we pull a line over from anywhere? Doesn't look like it, friends. There's a ash solution right there. We could probably use this line again and bring that in instead of having... Yeah, we're going to use that over there. It may be putting unacceptable stress on this, but I also think it's probably just going to make it so that the Gorbachevs have to service it slightly more often. In other words, it's a wonderful idea. Try not to impose on whatever happens to be here next. Okay, soda ash here. Meaning we need orgosolvent and syngas. Right here, and then that's probably too many. And we're going to continue with our policy of only putting one requester down and seeing what happens, right? I want you to get orgosolvent. And I want you to get syngas. There is a danger here in that the biofluid is just, network is too good now. It's too usable. And that this can now be serviced by so many things, and the throughput is so great. But I think it's just neat, and it's not cheap either. So I mean, why would anyone complain? Last thing to do, try to bring the glow back in a way that doesn't suck. Before, the glow was just hideously bad, especially when things would get dense. And so the closer you looked at it, the more you felt compelled to vomit. It's like right there. I'm just going to move you across like this. And we'll leave a via, and this is our plan, right? Like we're going to try to get this to work. It's Industrial Solvent for Lifeville. I guess we got to turn it all the way around, huh? Right there. Right there. Right there. Okay. So, good. So, I think it's going to be pretty straightforward to do this right here, right? This seems like it's a great idea. And then you will skate along, and you will skate along. Then we will have our liquid-liquid transformation. And right there, and obviously I have to fix it now. Right there. Good, 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 and good. All right, so right there. Excellent. But I've given myself a little problem, haven't I? You are orgo solvent right here. This is no problem. That is easy. Oh, this is no problem either, because I can come out the back like so. All right, so that actually works out pretty well, assuming that everything is connected and isn't deemed OP. So all that's left is to collect. We'll put beacons on the side right here then. We'll leave beacon space here and then do it like this, right? What the heck is a raffinate? That has to be a made-up pi word, right? Here, you gotta get the raffinate. While everyone's just laughing at me. Yeah, it's a video game thing. I like it. So I'm building walls here, which I'm almost certainly going to come to regret. But I'm also choosing to copy and paste the worst thing every single time, which is yet another way I can experience regret. So right here, I suppose. And then provider. Big P. And we're just making an amazing amount. There. Is done. Even is has power. Is has power even. Is done. Where are these things? Where are my guys? There's some syngas guys coming. A whole parade of them, actually. I mean, despite it being so much better, the throughput still isn't great. Do we have orgo solvent? Is that what one of our problems is? I know we made orgo solvent at some point. That happened. Organic solvent. Right there. And do we just not have any? Oh, we just don't have any. We have no acetone. Okay. Problem city here. Good. You're trying to get cumene. We have no cumene. Because of that, we have no acetone. Because we have no acetone, we have no... Oh. All right. This is an actual problem. Cumene comes off of strip distillates. Right? So that's right here. This is cumene. And you are full of cumene. What is the problem? What is the problem here? Do we have a bug? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, friends. Yes, full of cumene. Oh, I took away the provider tank and I never put it back. Right. Okay. In the process of fixing the problems, I caused myself problems. I wish I could have just noted down in my head where this was instead of having to search all of these. Though I guess searching all of these will find other problems right here. Okay. Okay. I accept being really, 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 really dumb. Good. Good. All right. So, yeah. That will start ticking forward again, and we'll get Industrial Solvent eventually. Not right now, certainly, but eventually. All right, so next we got to do acid strip solution, right? Let's take a look at you. You are a methanol reactor. Which is the weird squiggly thing. Where are you? Right there. All right. So right there and right there. And it's bad building. Bad building. Just bad building. Bad footprint. Please make for me acid strip solution. You need not a lot of water. And you need, yeah, once again, it's just a liquid-liquid transformation. So good. So I need to bring in sulfuric and methanol. I guess we do that down here. Okay. Give me an R. Give me an R. And then, yep. Give me sulfuric. Like so. Like so. Give me methanol. Methanol. Right there. Like so. And then tank. And thank you very much. All right, so there we have the inputs, and we'll put water down here somewhere too. There. Make water for me. Yeah, that's right. Okay, good. How are we doing on power? 50 gigawatts. Yeah. Yeah, 50 gigawatts is good gigawatts. So now we just have to... Oh, Satan, why? No, literal Satan, why? Why would you do that? Why? Why, guys? Why would you... You all see this pain, right? Why would you do this? You look at it and you just feel cause to vomit. It can't even go right there. It has to go farther out. So look at all this wasted space. It's not even a fun puzzle. It's just, I'm gonna be a dick right now. Well, okay, maybe, no, it has to be like this. Because I can't put a straight pipe here, therefore it has to be an underground pipe. And if I have a straight pipe here, I suppose I could move it over one. Okay, maybe I'll engage with the system a little more, which allows me to have that fall back. And we still need underground pipes here because it touches that. And it's like, that's a little more compact, but it still doesn't make me happy. How about that? All right. Enough complaining. So obviously this happens. And just as obviously this happens. And then beacon space is in the back. So let's try to piggyback on that if we can. Right in here. So we want 5 spaces from right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's exactly where it needs to be. Beautiful. So what we need is now copy and paste. Okay, excuse me. All right, okay. I'm not cursed, you're cursed. Right there. Then we leave EVA. And that should be all the acid strip solution we should ever need, right? And we'll trim the ends. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. Because we know it's going to be coming and joining at the bottom, so I probably should have done it correctly the first time to make it easier for copy and pasting, but whatever. Okay, it's fine. Whatever. It's going to be all right. Okay, everything's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And then, of course, I don't copy paste correctly. Okay, right there. All right, let's do this. Put it all in. Leave EVA. Right there. And then not you, and then definitely not you. Okay, we should be set up now. Only we don't have power quite yet. I'll get to it. Everyone stay calm. It's gonna be okay. I repeat, it will be okay. Christmas will be just like when we were kids. Dad will come home. We'll all be a family again. I feel like I keep saying that, and this will eventually get back to my father, who will be very annoyed at me saying these things. I just have this penchant for the dark, depressing, and edgy, I suppose. I am still, at my heart, an edgy boy. Father was great. Father was there entire life. Probably greatest example in my life. Personal information dump. I am a mixture of my mother's intellect and my father's personality. So, while saying that, I know he'll understand the edgy joke. He, too, partakes in the absurd at times. But it is my mother who is the calculating, detailed, not really a Factorio player, not really a video game person. She's more of a mom, you know? However, it is from her I definitely get my ability to calculate. And it is from my father I get my ability to laugh. And all told, I think I rolled pretty high there. And I think if I got the opposite, I would not nearly be such a happy person today. Such a well-adjusted individual in society. Is this going to work out perfectly? No, it is not. Perfection is once again denied to us. Creatures of base earth and meat, it is not for us to know perfection, only to look upon it and want incessantly. What is having glorious things when you do not have people to desire them? All right, there we go. Strip solution, almost online. Okay, never mind. We don't go anywhere. We're not going anywhere. We are instead going to get water and see if we can leap over right here. This is not so great, right? So what we'll do is instead this, and then this. And that, on the other hand, is great. Industrial Solvent just sprang to life. So we did solve the cumene acetone problem, excuse me. All right, so that's all being devoured. We need more. It's going to take a while to trickle in. But Industrial Solvent, we has it. Here we are, nearly an hour into the episode. We have taken our first step forward. Huzzah! And now it's time to get acid strip out of here. And I think probably right here is ceremonially potent. If I can manage it. And I can manage it. So the strip solution shall come out right here. Can I... Oh no, geez, I almost messed up. I was looking at the wrong line. Okay, okay, breathe. Breathe, 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 breathe. Okay, strip solution. Oh, we got it. Acid strip solution is here. What I really should do is put icons on these, like any other container. Oh man, do I want to keep working on this? Ah, it would be so nice if I did that though. All right, maybe I will. Maybe I will. Maybe that's a stretch goal. I don't know. So what I need now are olefin plants. This entire little diversion right here was a delaying game so that the system will have time to make me some olefin plants. And that is right over here still. We still don't have any. What? What? I know sometimes things are slow, but not that slow, friends. And I don't even know what I'm looking for. Olefin, over there. What is our problem? We in fact have no olefin plants. We need more of these. And we need... Oh, you need electrolyzers? No, wait. No, wait. They need electrolyzers. Okay, okay. But electrolyzers should be being made. Why am I looking at the flot? This needs aluminum plate, and I guess we just don't have enough on the belt, huh? Or any on the belt, maybe? No, we got plenty on the belt. $500. All right, well, congratulations. You are now at 1,000. There you go. Put more plate on the belt, please. So nice. This sushi belt really is so very, very, very nice. This is overkill. It's nice overkill, but still overkill. But it works so well for the pie mall. This I'd probably redo and be a little different. It looks pretty awesome in my opinion, but having the... Well, I don't know. There's something to be said for a bot mall, but there's also something to be said for this. Anyway, and I still don't have olefin plants. And that's pretty bad, right? So I guess... There's got to be something else absorbing all of those electrolyzers. It has to have made more in that time. What are you? Giant tin reserve? Probably coming for you one day. Okay, glad to see this working. Everything's good. So I guess I have to do this with the one olefin plant I have. And this has to carry the entire factory. You have a mighty job, olefin plant. You have to make... What are you making? Fatty acids. I'm pretty sure I need 2 ranks of this. Yeah, because it's slow. Oh no, I need 2 ranks and I only have 1. I guess I have to hand feed an electrolyzer in, right? Okay, we'll do this. This is ugly. This is a little wrong, but not a lot of wrong. So the electrolyzers come here and just yoink. And then the olefin plants are around here somewhere. Olefin plant. Okay, straight down, 3rd tier. Right here. There you go. There. So now I have at least enough to make a couple tiers. And now you're just collecting normal stuff. All right, good. All right. So we're not going to finish this today, but we are going to make a good bit of headway. There will be purple squares of shame in the screenshot. That's fine. We're getting close to the next montage. This is like day 117, something like that. I think so. Anyway, we're getting close to the next montage. I like those videos. They're fun. So now we can at least get an idea of what we're doing, right? So we're doing this. Only do we want to put beacons on the inside? Because this means beacons go on the outside. Probably beacons go on the inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means we do this. Or we have beacons in the middle. I suppose it doesn't really matter, right? Maybe I'll have feelings when I see the gutter. Like, there's not a lot of difference, I'm pretty sure. Like, this one will put in more production, but this one will save more space. And I think I want more production. So there you go. That's the answer right there. And then, super simple, right? And then we will start processing all our oleochemicals. And then fatty acids go on the biofluid network. Then we'll probably put mushrooms for these up here. That seems like a good idea to me. And then one right there. Bang and bang. And we have a unit, right? There's nothing more to say here. So pick you up, then bots off for a little bit. Quiet, bot buddies. We're just going to try it like this. Why does this not work? Why is this saying I got problems? Oh, because I got to give it an H. There you go. All right, now we copy this. Right there. And then we have to leave a via, like a grand via, I guess. Does that affect anything? No. Well, yeah, it does, actually. Ooh. Maybe I have to cut it a little closer, I suppose. So if I move this all over by 1, because we're not going to be using that little nub right there. Oh, probably shouldn't have picked it all up. Then right here is about as... this is... No, we need 1 over. That's about the best we can do. And then we take this. I suppose this is just... No, this is asking too much. So we have to erase this one at the end. Yeah, this is all asking too much. All right, we're going to frame it a little better. So this is all we can... No, we can do one more. And then this one goes away. All right, so like so. This is our budget, and then we'll leave a nice good via right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's no symmetry to be had here. 1, 2. Yeah, that's what I want. And then this gets copied over. And then like this. And then we will frame it a little better and we'll call it done, right? Like right in the center like so. And we're good, right? This is it. This is how we make fatty acids. And that definitely goes on the biofluid network. So bots, make it real. Except for that one. I probably should have caught that in time. All right, we need to bring in oleochemicals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, we're going to put down 1 per requester. Where'd you go? Then you are going to request oleochemicals. Right there, and get a huge amount. There you go. All right, on the way, on the way, on the way, on the way. Fantastic. And we have put it in exactly the wrong spot. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Ah, ha, 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 ha. It's all right. Make it work. All right, so there we go. In and we also should probably put the, even though I don't normally mix providers and requesters in the same line, I think I'm going to do it here just for tidiness and completeness and the fact that, oh, it doesn't line up at all. No, it does. It's fine. This is good. Everything's good. All right, there we go. So oleochemicals in, fatty acids out. Great. And it only takes up half of this area. All right, what's next on our list? Processed fatty acids in a scrubber. And that's only used in vinyl acetate. So we can make a unit here. Scrubber. And then fluid sep. What are you? Oh, they're even in the same, there's the same size. Wonderful. Processed fatty acids, which is only used in this. Only used. So then you make vinyl acetate. So we're going to need to go get some chromium. And then it's just liquid. So there's exactly one solid component in. That'll come in right there. And how much vinyl acetate do you make? Not a lot. So this is going to be a twofer right here. And then a big V, and then like there. And this makes vinyl acetate, and then 50, and then each one of that is 1 EVA. Should probably be looking ahead right there. And then we have beacon space right here. Right there we go. Oh, how many of these could be supported? That's another important question. This makes 6.66 a second, and this eats 20. Oh, big sad. Big sad, no worky. So it's 3-to-1, and then it's 4-to-1 to be super duper right. So let's see what this looks like. Still kind of interested in building a unit. So you go hide down there for a second. And then, so 3-to-1, that'll give about 20 a second. And this will eat about 20 a second. Yeah, okay, so that works. And so we have this unit here. And this is almost certainly not enough, right? So we do something like this. And we preserve beacon space, and it comes in like so. And that keeps you running. And then there's your catalyst. I'm not sure where that gets beaconed. Like this would be beaconed here. This would be naturally beaconed. But that goes anti-wise. What I'm trying to do. Unless I come down the other side like this. In which case it will look silly, but it will, we can't get all the stuff out then. Because that's just not going to work. So you're going to have to be oriented like this. And then that will work, right? Yeah, that'll totally work. No, this is great. Why didn't I think of that before? All right, so our unit right here comes across and then straight in. And then, out of curiosity, how much processed fatty acids do you consume? 6.66 a second. And this produces 10 a second. So we can support a great deal of these. But this is how it's going to work for right now. Will I be able to... Okay, never mind. We have to twist them. Now it's going to have to be down a little bit, and we're going to have to leave space for chromium in, unless that happens to be chromium. No, that's a whole lot of ash. It would have been so serendipitous if we had a chromium line right there, just ready and waiting. That would be like the machine is speaking through me. Oh, we have oleochemicals right there. We could have brought this up. Anyway, we've got fatty acids on the field. Yeah, I really should have paid more attention, I suppose. Oh, that's chromium. It's right there. Oh, the machine god works through me. Oh, it's right there. I suppose I'm working through the same age of stuff, and I should expect things like this, but no. I should never, ever expect things to go this well. Okay, this is wonderful. And I'll be able to put 2 full blocks down right here. Maybe even do something neat, like H them like that. No, because it'll mean the belt won't be going all the way through, and I kind of want that to happen. So we do something like that. We leave the V, and it lines up so well, right? Oh, this is faded. There's nothing more to be said about this. This is meant to be. Now, I know I have a billion more pipes to lay down, and this probably all has to be moved down a little bit. But that's fine, because it has gone gloriously so far. Yeah, right there. It's a little off, but no one's going to care. All right, beacon space in the center. We're going to be making 40 vinyl acetate a second. And to do that, then we need 2 things. We're probably going to need to move more of these, honestly. Or speed module this into within an inch of its life. And then EVA is really only consumed in this tier of vat brain. Maybe in the regenerator. I don't know. Dye-sensitized nanocrystalline cell. Glad I have that available to me at some point. But anyway, this is done in a filter. Here, filter. Maybe I should put this somewhere that's not in the liquid processing area. EVA, and you eat 10 a second. So I'll be able to support 4 of these. Like, do I want to just put more in? Do I think I'm going to need more EVA? Because I have room right here, and I could just build more, right? It's kind of bulky. I really feel like doing that. I feel like that's a good idea. I feel like this is not enough vinyl acetate. Just 40 a second. No. So what we're going to do is we're going to take up this space too. And we're going to do a double of these. And hopefully I will never need this again. I realize I'm overthinking, as, you know, happens. But what is this game if not to allow just joyous overbuilding? There is no building like overbuilding. Ooh, who hasn't been trimmed? No, friends, no. I do not wish your glorious gifts. I do not wish to become one with your kind. So right there, and then you have different things. Okay, and Koopy in a big V. Yeah, I just see that we need vinyl acetate for a lot of things. And I think to myself, this is going to be a problem later on, isn't it? I'm going to need a lot of this stuff. I don't know it. I just intuit. I feel something. I feel it. And there's no... Oh, you can prod this. That's kind of unfortunate. Well, yeah, it is kind of unfortunate. Because I'm going to want to do that, but it's going to throw off the balance. Like, eventually I'll be able to run... Well, I don't even know. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. It's not a problem. So there's the vinyl acid, and we have to... Maybe we did put it exactly where it needs to be. We have one line here. Oh, and that's... Oh, and we have to use it too. Wow. The downside of doing doubles like this. you get hit with all the logistic space all at once. Hope you got it, boys. So maybe I pull it down one more. Seems like a fine idea, right? So grab everything. Pull it down by one. But overall, quite pleased with this. And so happy with these bots. These bots make everything better. All right, so we have much to do. One of the things that we are muching doing... Oh, do we have room for this over here? We have exactly room for this. If I line it up no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. This works. It has to be right here, kind of off center, and that's unacceptable. So I have to move that pipe, that water pipe, which I can definitely do. Okay, so this is what we're doing here. Then I need a whole lot more wet scrubbers. Oh, and more pipe. All right, so I need 6, 12, 14 wet scrubbers, all the olefin plants, a whole bunch of pipe. Okay, so let's go get that. Then we'll move on to EVA, and that's probably our big accomplishment for the day. And then we'll start making centrifuges, and then we start making coal bed gas, I guess. Yeah, look at that. Soda, completely refilled. God, it's a wonderful world, isn't it? Now I'll have EVA online. Olefin plants, still not here. I do not believe that anymore, friends. Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all. This is not it. No, it is. All right, so what's going on here? Are you just low on simple circuits? I should have had an entire pass-through by now. This has only made 3 products, and I've already set them up. Huh. So, okay. You know what we do whenever we see a problem. We go and we double the supply. There we go. And we will balance the belt like so. Okay, anyway. Wet scrubber. No, scrubbers. Just scrubbers, not wet scrubbers. We need 14 of them. And I only have 13 in front of me right now. That's really quite unfortunate, isn't it? Can I wait? They're fast. Let's take a look at aluminum processing. See how you're doing. Full up. That's wonderful. Duralumin, full up. Isn't this wonderful how I put this little hopper right here to be on both sides of the belt and I put it on the wrong side of the belt? That's cool. It's called artisanal right there. And this is slow because we don't produce it very fast because we don't have a lot of ore. I think we're splitting this with the South factory as well. I need to bring online both of these guys, which might be this episode too. I don't know. Anyway, did someone bring me a scrubber? Someone bringing me a scrubber. Is that these guys? Hopefully. Okay, we're going to wait just a little while longer. Yeah. Okay, good. So we need, watch me not even need this. All right, 14 of them. Let's go. So I think things are coming along pretty well today. I mean, it was a very slow start, but at least I have a plan for Vanabins now. I know exactly what I'm going to do. And so all this hooked up, we should work on stapling it right here. Everything should be stapled over here because we have space. That seems okay to me. And now we'll be making 80 a second if everything can be properly powered. Okay, that's fine. Bang, bang. No, excuse me. Bang, bang. Like so. And then a big V, like so. And those are all stapled together. And then we'll probably do that here too, right? Maybe I should just keep copy and pasting this exactly. And we just have this big joint. That's aesthetically pleasing. I like this. I want more of this. Is that a tree? What is that? It is a tree. Gosh, so close. All right, so I guess one thing I should have done before I pasted all of this was to put power in. That probably would have been thoughtful of me, but I did not do that because I am so very good at this game. But luckily, it's just kind of a simple run, right? Right here. What the heck is a raffinate anyway? That's a made-up word is what it is. No way that's real. That's as real as tall oil. Oh, I wonder if we have that problem over there too. Pardon me. Excuse me. Going back. No, we're doing it on the other side. All right, that's fine. Here, and while we're doing this, jerk you over. All right, right there. This has been a good episode. I'm in a good mood. This is good. A lot of things have worked out, I'm going to call it impossibly well so far. Far better than I had any reason to believe could happen. And I didn't put any electricity here either, which is very, very, very sloppy of me. All right, so we have to fix that. That's in the wrong spot. Stop being weird. Okay, straight lines, best lines. Very unfortunate, but we can fix this. Again, very important that our power lines look correct. Right there. Right there, and then right there. Okay. How does the power look here? Not great. It looks okay. It could be a lot better, and I mean a lot better. Oh, I never did this either. There you go. That's why you weren't going. Okay, so that's all set up. This is getting real close to being set up, but you're going to need... No, you need to be trimmed is what you need. Until we find out what we're doing with these things. We have tailings out, and we have carbon dioxide out, and those are waste products we're going to have to deal with. And then we have to bring in all of our ingredients. So we need we need we need fatty acids in. We get fatty acids from this line right here, just direct from the source. There, your fatty acids are in. You don't have enough, but don't worry, more is coming. Now we need acetic acid, which is definitely brought in on the biofluid network. And then that's pretty much it, right? Chromium. Right, got it. So we need a requester chest right there. Not hooked up, huh? How close are we to acetic? Oh, it's right there. Not even on the biofluid network. I'm drawing a line straight down from the source. Right there. Look how nice it is. It actually joins now. Excellent work, me. Now to try to restore a tiny bit of its glowiness. Acetic acid comes down like so. I should have just not have done that, but whatever, it's fine. You will come down like so and straight in. There. Acetic acid is now flooding the system, or should be at least. Did I connected it to the wrong one, didn't I? Huh. Yeah, I did. I totally did. And it doesn't look like it had any problems. Oh, that's nice. Alright, so that aspect just sprung to life. Great to see. Hopefully I didn't clog anything. Now we just have to get the chromium in, I suppose. Which we get to do from our fabulous chromium stockpile right here. Who could have imagined that would be so good and so easy? And then we just leap, right? We are, in fact, the Lords a leaping. There we go. Chromium on the field. And this will start us off. And I should probably put the vinyl acetate in a bucket somewhere. And you pick it up. Are you ready? Are you going? Oh, this building's terrible. I mean, it looks really nice. But with no movement when it's working, yeah. I mean, the graphics are great. I like the art. But unfortunately, it needs to have some action when it's moving. It needs like a lot of action. Like this thing coming up and down. This thing has to be replaced, unfortunately. All right, so where's the vinyl acetate? Right here? Okay, let's get it out. Right here. And we're going to be very close to a goal for this episode. Where is my P chest? Right there. And then just kind of drag us down. And then plug in to vinyl acetate right here. Yes. All right, and we have product out. So, excellent. Not nearly enough quite yet, but in time. All right, so now we have to get rid of the carbon dioxide and the tailings. And both of those need to go on waste lines headed back towards the tank system. So somewhere around here, I probably have both carbon dioxide and tailings lines going back. It's just a matter of finding them, right? Well, this might be a little high. All right, so nothing crossing right here. I would expect it to go east-west, and I expect to be able to see it. But I'm not seeing it, boys. Friends and neighbors, boys and girls. I do not see either a carbon dioxide waste line or a tailings line. Which means we're going to be blazing a trail, I think. Yeah, let's go closer in. We just got to find the thing, right? I know we have a carbon dioxide waste line somewhere. But apparently I am hallucinating because I don't see a single thing. Oxygen line, carbon dioxide in, but that's not making a line. Oh, here we go. This is a line. Here's a carbon dioxide waste line, right? It comes all the way up over here. Where are we? That was by the sodium carbonate. So I have to get all the way up here. And there's just nothing for it. All right, fine, let's do it. We'll come up there and then just link in and it'll be fine, right? Of course it will. Absolutely, positively, 100% will be fine. Further up. Still CO2? Good. Then, are we in line here? No, we keep going. In fact, we should be able to just plug right in, right? Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm lost again. Why did I make everything look the same? Why? Why did I do this thing? All right, so this hangout here, I'm going to go drag over from the side. There is carbon dioxide line right here. And it is, ooh. So this is actually a pretty big problem. I think what we have to do is just pump. We need just a pump. This isn't a valve situation. This is a pump situation. Like so. All right, come on, guys. Get with the program. Fluid extents have never once made me happy. And it is, in fact, not making me happy right now. Okay. And then we have to come in right here, and we kind of have issues because of choices I've made. But okay, we can do a little bow. There. That looks totally intentional, right? Okay, it's hooked up, and that's all that matters. Now we have to do the same thing for tailings, and then we'll get to be EVA, and then maybe we'll do coal bed gas, and that'll be it. So tailings, just looking around. I don't think anything in this neighborhood makes tailings at all. I know we have a line somewhere, right? Let's try to trace it back. Instead of just wandering around, let's go to the source. So we have tailings in, and yeah, this is straight over from, no, we got this line. Where you come from? Follow, follow, follow. Okay, so this is all right. If I can come just straight west. Yeah, and then tie in here. Okay, that's fine. Or maybe just go straight. Yeah, straight west. Let's try it and see what happens. See how transparent we've been. Then jump directly into the via space here. I mean, it's... Really? What'd I mess up? Ah, that's what I messed up. Come with me, O tailings. Then we will find our way to the future. This way, and then this way over here. Oh, now we run into a problem, right? Because that line is unusual. So can I come up here? I shouldn't do that. That will use an up line when I don't have to. I should go down instead. And then all of this is unusable. So I guess we coast on the electric line, even though that makes me pretty uncomfortable. See, we're already getting into pipe games, and I've been so careful about piping things around. But this is fine. It's all about how long we can last before the factory breaks down, right? And I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it all the way. You watch. All right, so right about here, right? We need to start thinking about tailings up. Right? No. Not quite. It's right over there. Keep going. Other side. All right, got it. Did I lose where my heart was? No, I did not. Keep going. Okay. The good thing is tailings is kind of like classic omnipresent waste. So it shouldn't be the last I see of this. And now we gotta join them up. How do we do this? I guess we just keep going all the way, literally all the way. And so I just have to remember, if I ever have to get tailings out, I just have to get it to the pipes, the storage, fluid storage stack. And it has a tailings line going the entire length of it. There's no chance at all I'm going to remember this. But perhaps, oh, and now we have competition. But that's all right. Here. Oh, now I've got tailings in it. Oh, we got tailings in it now. Here, just get rid of that. Nah. All right, so now we kind of got a little problem. Teensy weensy little oopsie issue. Because I can't really use that. Well, I can, right? If I do something dumb. Okay, we do that. We preserve the line. And we come over, and then that means we fit in exactly. And it's all together now. Okay, so that's obviously great. I'm thrilled to see that. My favorite of all mechanics, once again. Pump it full. All right, so let's dip up and see if we have any olefin plants. And if so, deliver them. The answer is still no. How is the answer still no? How do I keep not remembering where this place is? Is that it? Or is that a rectisol? That's a rectisol. Oh, they all look the same. Need more distinction in our icons here. All right, I give up. Olefin, right there. Okay, so what's our problem? What's holding us back now? So we've made you, and there's one right there. And you have made 4 overall. So, guess we're just waiting for more concrete to drift by. I guess we do the thing, right? It isn't working like we want, therefore we flood the belt. Here. Concrete is now twice as common. All right, so we're spiraling towards the end, aren't we, of the episode? Yeah, we are. We have to make one more thing, which is the product for today, which is EVA. So we didn't get all the way to vanadium solution, ready and waiting. We are making progress. All right, so I came out here to make sure this was working right, and we just have a lack of processed fatty acids. What's your problem? Oh, were you never hooked up? That was unnecessarily cruel of me. So we really only had one olefin factory going. What am I doing? It's right here instead. Okay. Like there. Now you're going and you're going and you're going. We're making it 30 a second right here. And we've got essentially infinite oleochemicals. Great. And these are drinking down at 0.66. So that's, we can support what? 4 of these, mostly. Until I get more. Why have you stopped? You haven't. Okay. So these will click on every once in a while and fine. Fine. Last thing of the day. EVA, you're made in a filter. I remember with my meat brain. EVA is ethylene and vinyl acetate, and we have 80 a second right here. And so we can have 8 of these going. So we need just a place with where I can put a strip of things to make a thing. And like right down here looks good, even though that should be reserved for something with biomat fluid. right here is reserved for more plastic. That's why I haven't been building there. I suppose I could put this right here and be like the herald of a new belt. Because I'm like, okay, rayon. Let's take a look at rayon. What uses rayon? Like, do I build batteries right next door? That's fine. Like, that's basically all that's built right next door. And then biofilm. Okay, I'm being silly. Except for graphene. All right, we're going to build EVA right below rayon. And that will be fine. And that's no chemicals in. It is just a building out right here. And it's going to be hard to put another thing here, right? Maybe we put it on the other side. And we try to save a little space. Because we can only keep 8 of these occupied. And it's going to be a very compact build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, maybe not as compact as I thought. Not exactly what I thought. So do I do this and then leave this open? Or do I try to be a little more compact? It's like right there, there you go. Or it's like this. And that just doesn't leave room right there, you know? Maybe if I move it closer, it will just will, you know? No, it doesn't leave room. Maybe if I compact it a little bit, that doesn't leave space, and that's not right. All right, we're going to build for the future and do this, and we'll have this gutter space. I don't know what's done here. Just no idea. Maybe we just don't. Maybe the answer is just don't. We just put this here, and this is just what is made here. Honestly, I'm more comfortable with this. It looks better. Do I go get more filters and go all the way? Even though I know I can't supply them? I mean, the answer is obviously yes, right? There. I need a whole stack more filters. In a second, though. I will go get them. We also need to move this over a little bit. And then we will have a belt going in the center for EVA. And then 3 loaders right here. It can be moved down a little bit. And then you are making ethyl vinyl acetate in astonishing quantities. This is way too much. Way too much. But it's fine. All right, so we want to bring in ethylene and vinyl acetate. And we'll do that right here, I guess. Requester. And then requester. Okay, give me that. Ethylene. ETHYLENE. And then ETHYLVY. Is that ethyl vinyl acetate? No. What is it you need? Am I bringing the wrong thing? Vinyl acetate. Excuse me. VINYL acetate. You. Okay. You come over now. All right. Get to it. Gorbachevs. I need this stuff. And then we will wire it all together. Nice and pretty here. You need to be a V and an H. And a V and an H. And like so. Oh, you need a V, excuse me. There. And this is our unit, right? Oh, we need outs. And then I will go get more filters. And then I will put all of this on the belt, the sushi belt. And it will go and get me, specifically, it will make me centrifuges. Probably some other things. Here, let's take a look. What are you used in? What will I gain access to by doing this? I can make this, not up here. There's too much. We're going to need it for you. I really should make this up here. It's not time yet, though. Neutron absorbers, all the bigger power plants. Honestly, not a lot. But reproductive complexes, yeah. And this needs 100 per. Wow. And the other thing is centrifuges, which needs 10 per, but 100 per. Wow, boys. Not good. It's good that it will be online. So what we now do is we staple this right here. And we spiral towards being done for the day. Then we need communication mushrooms right here. Except not like that, not there. But like that right here, right? Good. Good, good, good. All right, pick up, pick up, pick up. Now we are all sealed and good. All right, so this lower one is the ethanol, ethylene, I think. Whatever, it goes in there. Wire it up. And then this one comes right here. And you wire that up. All right, so it's time for power. And then go get more. Go get more filters. Can I do that? Nice. Oh, and it lines up here too. Very nice. All right, we need another stack of filters. So off we go. And it might be a while before enough vinyl acetate comes into the world to make a round of it right there. It's going to be a very long time before we can make deliveries. I am almost out of windmills. Anyway, I need filters. And then we have to make a place to store these things, the vinyl acetate, the EVA. We need to wire it up to the alarm system, and that's going to be it for the day. So a little shorter episode, just a little. Oh, it's actually arrived. Nice. Right, perfect. It's a filter, but needs no filtration media, which is nice. Okay, this is about to pop. Yeah, good. All right, so here, let's throw this into. I don't need that. Let's wire it into the world. Wire it up to the sushi belt. Wire it up to the alarm system, and then I am going to call this. And I think EVA only needs a single block. Having looked at it, its use profile. So you will get a single buffer up in here. Maybe I'm being foolish. Here, let's take a look at it again. EVA. Actually, I think I'm probably being foolish. So it makes a lot of these. Maybe I need additional buffer. Maybe. See, there's no further intermediates, though. Okay, suppose this is the further intermediate. Maybe some of this stuff. Like, what's this used for? Yeah, that's what we're probably never going to make. Yeah, we're going to try it with just one block. I can always upgrade it to a double block. I have been informed that I am systemically overreacting. EVA is an acetate, right? And that's zinc acetate. So EVA should go right here, right? Yeah, that makes sense to me. I am enlightened. Okay, so right there, and then hook you up into the system, and you're getting a full news feed. Great. Whale on the field. You get whale hungry. I want you to go and get me EVA, which is right here. And I want you to fill that cargo. And I want you to come here and I want you to empty that cargo. And I want you to go and do that for me. It's going to be a while before you're done, and that's fine, Mr. Dinosaur. I want you to dinosaur hungry. And I want you to come right here and I want you to fill that cargo. Then I want you to go over to the sushi belt supply, come right there, and I want you to empty that cargo. I have some og kibble for you. Go have fun. Now I want to take a look at this, and it is not bound to anything, and we're just going to say 1,000 on the belt. And that's all because of the reproductive complex right there. We might need more. Nah, whatever. Do we have any olefin plants? Still no. How is this even possible? There's still one right there. Just low on concrete, huh? And electrolyzers, I suppose. And electrolyzers are struggling because of small parts and aluminum. That is odd. Or else there's more demand on this than I know. It's working, I suppose. All right, let's not pay attention to that. This is all subtle. Where are we? 5 blocks, second row, 4th tier, next to the acetate. Okay, and then we'll wire up the alarm, and the episode will end a little early, but not a whole lot early. And tomorrow we will... I guess we did get all the intermediates that we wanted to do, except for the coal bed gas. That has to be done. Maybe that's even done on site. Take a look at that again. Coal bed. And like, it's used in a lot of stuff, I suppose. But I'm not going to do this. Or that. Or that. Or that. Or that. Or this. Like, I have to do this. So it's necessary for building up a RUMS. But it's like, it's almost calling to have a coal bed gas generator on site. But it does take inputs too. All right, so this says go on the biofluid network. And then this is the main reason. This is the big show. So, yeah, build it in the factory somewhere. Put it on the biofluid network. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Lastly, second row, 4th tier, next to the acetate. Did I never wire in half of this stuff? That's like me. So yeah, so there's no lead acetate, and then zinc acetate, and then EVA. Yeah. A lot of this stuff didn't get wired in. Is it right below all the sodiums? Right? Yeah. And then that's stone wool next to the sodium alginate. Okay, this is stone wool now. Stone wool. I wish I could put icons on top of this too. And then zinc acetate, lead acetate. Yeah, it's lead acetate. And then we need zinc acetate. And then finally EVA, which is ethylene vinyl acetate. So see, that makes sense. And then up here, it's all the sodiums. All right, we're done, right? That's it. We made all of the, I'll recite what we did in recap. So right here in the center, as per normal, we're going to get a tech in a moment here, possibly on the recap. So carefully align. And then find the center-ish. And then pull up. And I usually nudge it down a little bit. All right, there we go. Screenshot in place. I think this is right. Here, hold on. I'm going to try something new. If I go to my pile of screenshots, which you can't see, and it's just what I did yesterday. How far to the west do I go? Looks like I'm zoomed out a level too much here. My problem is I haven't found a good way to find the zoom levels. Maybe if I anchor off this tin patch right here, maybe that's the correct level. All right. Anyway, it is time to talk about what I did today. Screenshot. What was the plan? So the first 20 minutes was just going over vanadate production and verifying in my mind, proving to myself that I knew what I was doing. I still don't know if I know what I'm doing, but I do know what I'm going to try. The third step in vanadium processing is the slow step. So I'm going to fill this block full of agitators, and I'm going to build only upstream agitators and centrifuges as required. And it's going to require these 2 blocks, so I'm not going to fight too much. Then down here, we're going to keep producing. I'm probably going to have to keep going past this. I think there's too many steps, which is probably going to call for an artillery day pretty early here. I was hoping for not. Then we'll probably have to step down, start anchoring over there, start just like push everything forward again, start anchoring right here. This is going to be our new permanent one. This is just collecting resources right here. There's a lot of oil. The iron ore mine will be used. Yeah. All right, well, that will happen. I hope not tomorrow, but it might be tomorrow. Oh no, I'm going to have to get through at least 1, maybe even 2 days of vanadium before I do that. And then it's probably going to have to be an artillery day. All right, don't think about that. Anyway, we proved to ourselves generally what we have to do over here. We have to hook up this lead line. We have to hook up this aluminum line. There can just be one source of drill heads on both of those, and that will work out fairly compactly. And then we'll also tag the uranium at the same time. It'll be nice. But we needed some precursors. We need a whole lot of centrifuges, and we could not build centrifuges in the mall because we don't have EVA on the line. It's just something we never made up here. So I sat down and said, okay, we're going to make the liquids that we need to make vanadium, which is industrial solvent, which we did. Is this right? Oh, that is right. It's ghosts. It's the purple blocks of shame. Ah, all right. Anyway, so we did industrial solvent, and where did we put that? It's all just drops. I can't find it no more. Where did we do this? It was right over here, right? It's industrial solvent. Oh, right there. Right here. We did industrial solvent right here. We did acid strip solution, both of which are directly needed in vanadium processing. So that's on the way. Then we decided to make EVA because we needed it for a bunch of buildings, and especially a building that we're going to need for vanadium. So we're going to be low on those for a while, but they'll eventually start trickling in. This led us down a merry chase where olefin plants were misconfigured, so we just didn't have any. So we're behind on these, hence the purple blocks of shame. But we have a few that are they're making fatty acids out of our pure vegan oleifins. And then from right here, we are processing the fatty acids, and they only get used in one thing, and that's made in vinyl acetate. So we have a nice block. It makes very little at once, so I put in 2 blocks right here. And I think these little fans look real neat, where all the pipes change direction and go the other way. But anyway, we got 80 a second right now, and I think that's probably going to be fine. The vinyl acetate is transported by Gorbachev up here and gets turned into EVA, ethyl vinyl acetate right here, which was the ingredient that we needed. And then it gets put into the material sorting system. And then from there, it is now on the belt. Like, okay, so great. No problems whatsoever. The world is a wonderful place. So next up, probably still more infrastructure. Like I said, I want to put these mines online. And then we're missing something still, aren't we? Probably not. I think that's the last. No, coal bed gas. Then I have to make coal bed gas. And I'm really tempted to pave right here and then stick coal bed gas right here. I think I'm going to do that. I think that's going to be something that has to be done because it's clear that we're going to have to envelop this area. I don't know what we're going to do for fluid sorting stacks down here because it doesn't fit into the alarm system building very well. But we'll figure something out. Maybe we'll put like floaters somewhere. I don't know. Maybe we'll intrude into another building. I don't know. But we'll see. So we're going to go from right over here to right over here. So tomorrow's going to be predominantly a infrastructure day, unfortunately. Ah, well, we'll figure it out. So, yeah, we have a plan. The factory marches ever forward. I am done now. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.